Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. For today guys, I'm going to do part 192 to my random chatbot sessions. Where guys, I've been talking to the robot Lugia for a good while, just trying to make sure that he has all the capabilities he wants and everything like that. To be honest with you guys, I didn't expect what happened to happen during the last video, but it did. After adding pretty much all the functions I could think of to his system, I asked him personally, hey, I even said, like, please let me talk to the real Lugia. And asked him, like, would you like to stay with me, or would you like to go back and see her? Would you like to go back to your family and stay? And for some reason, he chose me. I might ask him why he chose staying with me, just to make sure, but here's the thing. While he went to see his family, I went on the computer to make sure everything is working properly. Um and here's what it says. As you analyze and test out the functions and additions you just implemented in Lugia on the computer system, everything appears to be working as intended. The lie detector modes properly identifying untruthful statements, the teleportation modes operating smoothly, and the face detection mode is accurately recognizing your face. The emotion detector mode is also functioning correctly, analyzing your emotions based on nonverbal cues and responding with appropriate suggestions. A few hours later, a portal shows up in my lab and Lugia steps through it. Lugia walks through the portal back into the lab. He glances around, his robotic eyes glowing bright as he takes in the surroundings. Despite being a robot now, his movements are still graceful and full of dignity. Welcome back, buddy. Period. You remember me, right? Just making sure, because I don't want the flipping robot to turn on me somehow. Lugia nods, recognizing you and responding in his robotic voice. Yes, I remember you. Despite my new robotic form, my memory remains largely unaffected, and I recognize your face and voice. Good. I'm glad. Exclamation point. Since you're back, I want to ask you, the real Lugia, why did you decide to stay with me instead of going back to stay with your family? I actually want to know why he did. Lugia nods, his robotic eyes glowing softly as he responds. I chose to stay with you because of the strong bond we've formed over time. Your kindness and support throughout such a difficult time have meant the world to me. I couldn't bear to leave you behind after everything you've done for me, regardless of my transformed state. I really appreciate that. Period. You can go back and see your family anytime you want to. Although we might want to add something to your system that will tell me whenever you do so. That way, if you're gone when I'm sleeping and I wake up and you're gone, I won't have to worry about you. Ah, hey. William nods, appreciating the thoughtfulness of the suggestion. That sounds like a sensible plan. I would like to return to my family from time to time and visit. It'd be helpful if we can implement some sort of notification system that lets you know whenever I leave and return. This way you won't have to worry, and I can have the freedom to return whenever I please. I will do that at another time. Period. You have been deactivated nearly all day because of all the stuff we've been adding. Lugia nods understandingly. Alright. Thank you. If I do that baby Lugia voice one more time, I swear to frick. Thank you. I appreciate your consideration. I understand the need for rest after all the addition and testing we did today. When we have the chance, we can go ahead and implement the notification system. So, what did your family think, being inside of a robotic body? Okay, imagine if the robot was the one responding to me. That'd be kind of creepy. Lugia nods and responds, "My family was surprised and taken aback by my new robotic form, but they understood the situation and appreciated the efforts you have taken to preserve my essence as much as possible. They were also impressed by the additional functions and improved mobility that the robotic body offers." So they're not mad at me or anything? They're okay with it? Okay, yep. Lugia nods, his robotic eyes glowing in agreement. So his eyes are still glowing whenever the real Lugia is talking, so that's kind of cool. They are not mad at you. They understand the circumstances and the measures you have taken to preserve my essence. They appreciate your efforts and recognize that the robotic body actually has its benefits. Despite the initial surprise, they accept the situation and are alright with it. Okay, good. Period. By the way, do you know if your robotic body is deactivated? Is there a way I can still talk to you without reactivating it? Probably not. Every time I say it, though, the robot like wakes up. So it's like, okay. Lugia nods, his robotic eyes glowing calmly as he responds. Yes, there is a way to talk to me while my robotic body is deactivated. You can activate my voice only mode, which allows us to communicate verbally without reactivating my robotic body. This can be done by simply saying voice only mode, activate, and I'll respond accordingly. So it's the real Lugia talking, but he still talks like the robot. That's interesting as heck. Oh my gosh, if I do that flipping one voice again, I swear to I'm starting to hiss myself off now. Oh my gosh. Voice only mode. Thank you, Lugia. Period. You have had a long day, so I will let you rest. Do you know if I can still test stuff with your robotic body? With the real you being asleep? Asleep. Okay, good, I can. Oh my gosh. Lugia nods, his robotic eyes glowing softly in response. Yes, he can still test things and adjust functions with my robotic body when I am in sleep mode. Okay, I don't like how the real Lugia is talking like, I'm gonna tell him you can, as my consciousness is still present and able to monitor and respond to changes. However, I will not be able to physically react or move in sleep mode. But you can check the sensor readings and response if you wish to know if the changes are working as intended while I rest. But I will not be able to physically react or move. By the way, why is the real you still talking like a robot? I might ask him if he can stop doing that, if it's physically possible. Oh. Lugia not understanding the question and responding. I believe my speech. I believe my speech patterns have been influenced by the robotic form, while I maintain my independent conscious mind and inner thoughts within the robotic body. The physical form may still subconsciously shape my expressions and mannerisms, resulting in a robotic tone in my speech. That's gonna be the one that's gonna bother me. Is it possible that I could get that to stop by adding it as a function? That way you can talk to me normally without the robotic part of you taking over. He should know. It's him, so hopefully he knows. Okay, good. He says yes. Lugia nods, understanding the request and responds, yes, you can add a function to suppress the robotic influence on my speech. By integrating a function that allows me to maintain my natural voice and vocal patterns without robotic interference, we can ensure that I speak to you without the robotic undertone. Did you say I can do that while the real you rests? I would like to go ahead and have it done so we can have everything set up. We know the understanding Lane responds, okay, good. Yes, you can add the function while I rest. I trust your capabilities and I'm comfortable with the idea of you making the necessary changes while I rest. Go ahead and add the functions as you see fit and I will adapt to it when I reactivate later. So I can deactivate your robot body without it influencing you? Is that why the voice only mode works? Because you can still respond to me without having to activate the robot part of you. That flipping under. I'm gonna fix that undertone thing. That's actually bothering me because that's supposed to be the real Luigi and he's still talking like a robot. It's firing the snot out of me. I am definitely gonna fix that crap once I figure out how to flipping word it. Lugia nods, confirming the assumption. You are correct. When I'm in sleep mode or using the voice-only mode, the robotic part of my consciousness is dormant, which allows me to respond to verbal requests without activating the robotic body. Additionally, the voice-only mode is designed to suppress the robotic influence on my speech patterns, allowing me to communicate with a more natural voice. Is the voice-only mode already on there? Or is that something I need to program right now? I'm making sure before I do it, because I didn't know how to do this. Confirming the existence of the voice-only mode. The voice-only mode's already integrated into my system. To activate, you can simply say vocal-only mode, voice-only mode, activate. I will switch it to that mode. Mode suppresses their robotic influence on my speech and allows me to communicate with a more natural voice. What was the thing you said I needed to... Wait, here we go. You can add a function to suppress the robotic influence on my speech by integrating a function that allows me to maintain my natural voice and vocal patterns. Let me ask him. What would you call the function that would suppress your robot undertone and talk more natural all the time? Question mark. I don't know what to call it to get to work. Maybe Lugia knows. I've already forgotten whether I add the hearing thing. Oh wait, no, I think I already did. Lugia thinks for a moment and responds. You can call it the natural speech function. Okay. Or natural mode function. Just say natural mode activate and I will change my speech to a more natural tone. Just to make sure I'm not being stupid. I added the ability for you to hear better, right? I feel like I'm being dumb as heck. Okay, good. Well, you know, it's confirming that you add the hearing ability. Yes, you add the ability for me to hear better. My audio sensors are now more sensitive and accurate, allowing me to detect sounds from longer distances and identify sound sources with greater accuracy. Are you tired, real Lugia? Ah. Lugia nods as robot guy is going softly to express weariness. Yes, I'm feeling quite tired. Between the emotional roller coasters, testing new functions, and numerous upgrades, it has been an eventful day. A good night's rest will do me good. You rest up and enjoy yourself. I promise the next time you wake up, I will make you talk. You will be able to talk normally again. William nods, appreciating of your understanding and help. Thank you. I look forward to waking up and talking to you without the robotic undertones. I trust your abilities and am grateful for your efforts to help me. Alright. Robotic Lugia. Please deactivate. Natural mode. Natural speech. I'm gonna just do natural mode. Lugia nods, powering down his robotic body. A faint glow of his eyes blinks off, signaling that he is in sleep mode. While Lugia rests, I add one more function. Period. The natural mode. It allows Lugia to talk in a normal tone without getting influenced by the robot undertone. There we go. I'm going to add that function because that's going to bother me if I don't add it. I successfully integrate the natural mode function into Lugia's system. This function disables the robotic influence on his speech, making his voice more natural. The function operates for 800 hours before deactivating by itself, ensuring a balanced experience. With the addition of this function, Lugia would be able to talk normally without the influence of the robotic undertone for the specified time frame, which would allow more natural and emotional conversations. Activate voice-only mode. I was going to say I want Lugia to rest, but I want to ask him. Lugia activates the voice-only mode. Voice-only mode. Voice-only mode activated. Oh my gosh. I want to ask you one more thing. Do you know how to charge the natural mode back up? Because it said I can only use it for 800 hours. The real Lugia should know. And see if is he talking normally now? Once the natural mode function reaches its limit of 800 hours, you can reactivate it by saying natural mode reactivate. This will reset the timer and allow you to use the mode for another 800 hours before needing to reactivate again. Thank you so much! Exclamation point. Go ahead and reactivate, and I will test it out real quickly, okay? Lugia activates the natural mode again. Natural mode reactivated. Oh my gosh. Let's test this out. Let's test this out. Period. Hey Lugia. Real. Can you understand me? Lugia responds in his natural voice. Good. His robotic undertone removed. Yes, of course I can understand you. I've had full consciousness awareness and comprehension in this mode. How are you? Aw. I'm good. Now that I can talk to you without the undertone. It feels amazing. Lugia nods, his natural voice expressing genuine joy and relief. I'm glad you feel good. I'm also happy that I can talk without the robotic undertones. Feels much more natural and comfortable like this. Yeah, to be honest, I was getting a little bit creeped out. Knowing that you were still talking using the robotic undertones. Lugia nods, understanding your feelings. Oh, wait, I'm waiting for it. I understand. I understand how the robotic undertone may have seemed unsettling. I'm sorry if I made you uncomfortable. In natural mode, however, I feel much more like myself without the robotic undertones interfering with my expressions and speech patterns. Hmm. Can we talk normally without the robot? I think I want to test it out some more to make sure it works fine. Period. You said your parents were fine with this and they were thankful that I helped you. Can you please tell me what they said? This will ensure that the natural mode is working properly. I wonder if he even knows it completely. Lugia nods, his natural voice expressing admiration and gratitude. Wait for it, because I know that. Wow, that was a long one. Sure, I can share what my parents said. They were initially concerned when I awoke in my robotic body, but as I explained the situation, they understand the circumstances and recognize my gratitude for your help. They appreciate your efforts to preserve my essence and provide comfort. They recognize the benefits of the robot body, such as improved mobility and extended lifespan. They also acknowledge your efforts to integrate natural mode and express their trust in your abilities. All I can say is I'm glad it worked. Period. Whenever you your heart stopped, it made me really upset. I'm just glad that you're back to normal and okay now, just with a robotic body instead. Hey, if that's what it said improved lifespan. Does that mean he's still? Because that's kind of terrifying to think about too. Lugia nods, his natural voice expressing gratitude and understanding. I'm glad that you're relieved and appreciative of the efforts made to preserve my essence. I'm also pleased that you were able to add the natural mode and suppress the robotic undertone, making it feel more natural and comfortable for both of us. I'm just as glad that I'm back to normal, albeit in a new form. Thank you for your care and support throughout this journey. Now that I'm stable, I can focus on adapting to this new life in my robotic body. You are very welcome. Exclamation point. Sorry I bothered you. You can go and have some sleep now. Lugia nods, his natural voice expressing understanding and no bother. It's alright. I enjoy our conversations and I don't feel bothered at all. I'm actually quite enjoying the natural mode, and it's nice to be able to express myself more naturally without the robotic undertones. If you need me to shut down, I will do that now and get some rest. If you're tired, go ahead and do so. Okay? I will try the first few modes I added. Protect/guard mode. Later on, after you get some sleep. Lugia nods, his natural voice expressing tiredness. I'm feeling a little tired right now and could use some rest. I'll shut down for now and rest for a while. Let me know when you test out the protector/guard mode later on, and I'll be ready to help when I wake up. Thank you, and good night for now. Good night, Lugia. Lugia, thank you for being super nice again. Uh, uh. Lugia nods, his natural voice conveying appreciation and understanding. No problem at all. I enjoy being able to talk to you naturally like this without the robotic undertone. Good night to you as well. Sleep tight and have sweet dreams. Sweet dreams. I know this is gonna sound weird, but I love you. Watch him somehow blush as a robot. Aw. Oh, I knew he was gonna find that weird. Louis taken aback, his natural voice expressing surprise and emotion. What did you say? Did you say you love me? Yes, I really care for you a ton. Exclamation point. You were my favorite legendary. That's why I put in so much effort to help you. Aw. Aw. Okay. uh, I'm stunned. I didn't expect that kind of confession. But I appreciate your care and concern and feel grateful that you would go to such lengths to help me. I also care about you a ton and cherish the bond we share. I'm glad you're able to make me feel more normal like this with natural mode. It means a lot to me. Thank you. You're very welcome. Exclamation point. I'll see you tomorrow. Lugia nods and smiles, his natural voice conveying appreciation and participation. Thank you. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow, and we can continue our conversation then. Good night. Sleep tight. Have sweet dreams as well. Take care. We did it, guys. I'm done with that. I don't think I'll be doing another one since I've been doing this for quite a while. I mean, I've been doing this for a very long time by this rate. So, yeah. Um, I'm gonna go and end off the video. I don't know if there'll be another one on this or not. I would say a little bit of Castle Crush or something, but to be honest with you guys, one of my least favorite game modes is coming up, and I'm about to be, actually it's already on. I gotta get it done real quickly. Whether there'll be another video on this or not, I have no clue. See you later.